Hey, good Wednesday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather update for this October the 9th, 2013. Still wet, dreary, and cool across eastern North Carolina. A couple more days of this and then finally start to get a little bit of a warm-up, but overall still an unsettled weather pattern setting up for us across eastern North Carolina. But I will say that the rain shower activity will start to come down starting tomorrow. Let's get you into the forecast update, show you where the rainfall is happening now, where it's heading, and also look out towards the tropics because there is a little disturbance that we are watching out in the Atlantic Ocean. All right, we're doing this update at 6:50 in the evening. This is the current look on Live Viper 9, and you can see that the showers continue to make their way from the southeast to the north and west. And not everybody's seeing rain showers right now, but we've all seen at least some type of measurable rainfall at some point today. Current temperature in Greenville, 61 degrees, as well as Kinston and Windsor, 63 at Washington, 64 at New Bern, 63 Havelock, as well as Morehead City, 62 degrees at Jacksonville, 59 for Rocky Mount Wilson, as well as Kenansville. And a quick look at the winds, still out of the north, and quite breezy as well. These are sustained winds anywhere from about 12 to 20 miles per hour across eastern North Carolina. And the winds will start to come more northwesterly as we go into the day tomorrow. Here's a look at what's going on, and you can kind of see the overall evolution of this system. The actual center of low pressure, the low-level center of low pressure offshore and actually making its way towards the coast at this point, and continues to spread rains across the area. It's going to be showery through the overnight hours, and even if you're not seeing like a full-out shower, it'll still be quite damp out there. Here's some of the rainfall totals from the last 48 hours or so. Greenville picking up just over 0.8 of an inch of rainfall. New Bern over 1 3/4 of an inch. Jacksonville coming up just with 1 4/10 of an inch. And then Beaufort and Hatteras taking the cake, over 3 inches of rainfall. And peak wind gusts have been over 30 miles per hour over tropical storm force for the Outer Banks. And that's been a continuing factor the last, 12 to 24 hours, especially for the Outer Banks. We've seen some wind gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour offshore with this system as it continues to make its way off towards the north. And with that in mind, we continue with a coastal flood advisory for Craven, Pamlico, and Carteret counties. Also for the Outer Banks, strong north and northeast winds, 1.5 to 2 foot water rises above normal during high tide. That continues to be an issue, I think, until tomorrow. I think at least for Craven and Pamlico counties, those warnings will come down. I think Carteret and the Outer Banks will stay with the warnings because of the fact that we are actually going to continue to see north and northwest breezes. That's going to pile up the water in down east Carteret County and also for Soundside areas, and they're going to stay brisk as well. Small craft advisory in the light pink, that goes until at least tomorrow for many locations. And the darker pink, that is a gale warning. That goes until 8 p.m. this evening. That goes from Hatteras Island all the way up to, past Norfolk and Hampton Roads in Virginia. Here's a look at the wide scale of things, and you see the low pressure system continuing to slowly edge its way to the north, spreading rains across the area, continuing to get that fetch of moisture off of the southern Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, as well as this frontal boundary continues to make its way off towards the north. We're basically the only areas that are really seeing the rain showers. Everywhere else is quite nice. Seeing some clouds down in Alabama and Mississippi, but that's about it today. And we've been seeing the nasty conditions. On the wide scale of things, you can see another system starting to get its act together back west. That is going to be our next system. That doesn't get here until next week, though. So don't expect to see that system to roll into our neck of the woods just yet. And the reason why this system hasn't been moving anywhere is because there's a blocking ridge of high pressure in the upper atmosphere holding this system from moving anywhere. So it's becoming just a mature system on top of us and spreading the rains across our neck of the woods. And unfortunately, that's going to be the story the next couple of days. This area of energy just is a cut-off piece of energy from Karen that hasn't been able to get brought up into the main jet stream, and actually is going to stay cut off the next couple of days, and that keeps us unsettled for at least the next 7 days until the next trough moves in here, and that won't be until next Wednesday or Thursday. So look at the precision forecast model, and the 3-kilometer numbers were way too high. I don't think that we're going to be making it to the upper 60s tomorrow, and the National Weather Service has a similar solution. I don't see that happening. The raw numbers on the GFS and the European way low, and actually very similar to the BAM's 15-kilometer numbers. So I think I'm going to take a blend of that as far as the forecast is concerned. Tomorrow morning, still a chance for showers across the area. Sporadic showers through the day, maybe a few heavier downpours. Temperatures likely stay steady near the upper 50s, low to mid 60s tomorrow. Not going to be warming up all that much, if any, with a brisk north and northeast winds. And that's going to keep things cool as well. Even if the temperatures do warm up, it's going to feel quite cool out there. Here's a look at the tropical satellite. We continue to watch this area of low pressure coming off the West African coastline. Has a 30% chance for probability over the next 48 hours, 40% over the next 5 days. And looking at the tropical models, it does take a westerly track over the next couple of days and starts to recurve back off to the north. But I think the blocking ridge of high pressure to the north is going to actually hold for a little bit longer. So this will keep it on a westerly track. So I'm going to trend more so on a westerly track if this system does develop. Like I said, it has a 30% chance for development over the next 48 hours, 40% over the next 5 days. So we'll keep an eye out on it. It's still tropical season, even though it doesn't feel like it at this point. 62 on average tomorrow. Some areas closer to the coast could be a little bit warmer than that. I think inland areas may stay very similar to what happened today. We only made it to 63 in Greenville. And New Bern made it to 67 this afternoon, so kind of depending on where you were. Showers in the morning on Friday. You should see a little peak of sunshine, especially south on Friday. Staying with breezy conditions, we should top out upper 60s that afternoon. Same thing on Saturday. Rain chances go down to about 10 to 20% Saturday through Wednesday, and we start to warm up as well. And I think the next rain chance really moves in here late on Wednesday into Thursday. And then another big cool down expected as that frontal boundary pushes through the area. It could be a substantial cool down and maybe some sunshine coming back here. I think peaks of sunshine as we head into the next couple of days. The GFS a little bit more aggressive of getting a little bit more sunshine in here. The European holds the clouds in place. But I do expect the temperatures to slowly start to warm up as we head through the weekend and into next week. But overall, a unsettled pattern continues because the upper level disturbance is not going to be going anywhere. It's actually going to be staying on top of us. So we stay with this unsettled pattern through the next several days until it gets lifted out by the next trough that moves in here by next week. That'll do for me here on the ENC Weather Update. Stay up to date with us on Facebook as well as Twitter and on WNCT.com. Next update here will be on Saturday with the video updates. We'll stay up to date with you, like I said, on social media. Chief Meteorologist David Sawyer back in tomorrow, 5:36, 10 o'clock on the CW, 11 o'clock right back on WNCT. Dante Jones and tomorrow morning, 5 to 7 for Morning Edition. You guys have a great rest of your evening, a great night ahead. Hopefully you stay warm tonight and stay dry, and hopefully we'll get out of this weather pattern and hopefully see a little bit of sunshine going in towards this upcoming weekend.